is Jacqueline DeBlay, and I'm going to be going over how to properly clean your equipment and tack. I'm first going to start off with bridles. Bridles can be tricky because there's a lot of pieces and parts, but the most important thing to do is take them all apart so you can clean each piece individually. So especially with an English bridle, there's a lot of different latches here that you're going to want to undo so you can get deep into the leather. I will go over my Western. My Western bridle has a couple less, but you want to undo these again, just like your English. Undo these, your cheek pieces, and your curb strap. You can tell that my curb strap's pretty dirty. So first of all, cleaning leather, because your bridles are mainly going to be made from leather. You're going to want to first wipe off all of the excess or the first layer of dirt that you have. So what I use is just a towel. I get it dampened by some water because I have all my things ready here. Some lukewarm water, dampen your towel. You're just going to wipe off that first layer of dirt. Just like this. Once you have finished your whole bridle, you want to take your lighter cloth. What I like to use are just old t-shirts that I cut up and some black rock, or I also like to use Bic 4, but any sort of leather cleaner or saddle soap, it's perfectly okay for your leather. An important thing to remember is that you don't need a lot when you use these leather cleaners. You don't want to use a lot because that actually could damage your saddle. You want to use a little bit, just like about your size of your end of your finger. So this is going to be a little bit difficult because I have a lot of tooling on my cheek pieces here, but you just want to nice and then rub it in. I'll just do this section here, and you'll rub it in just like that. You want to do that into the entire leather pieces, only leather pieces of your bridle. Same with your English or hunt seat bridles. Do my throat latch here. Earlier I cleaned this half, and you can already tell from this half, the top half compared to the last half of it, this still has dirt and residue, and this one had the cleaner. It makes it so much shinier, smoother, really good for your equipment. Second part of your bridle, obviously your bit. So you want to take your bit completely off your bridle, completely unattached, and that's how you're going to start, by cleaning your bit. So for your English, some things to remember when you're cleaning your bit is, I think a golden rule that I read when I was looking up cleaning tack was, you wouldn't want to put it in your mouth and you shouldn't put it in your horses. So you're not going to want to use your leather cleaner or laundry, or dish soap or anything to clean these, because you wouldn't want to put that in your horse's mouth. What you're going to want to use is lots of warm and hot water to disinfect and to kind of take off that layer of grime. Another thing to help maintain your bits are to just clean them after every time you use them. Just take some water and wipe them down, and that'll help maintain their use. So you can see how Mia's, my horse's, a lot of leftover grass from when she likes to sneak bites while we're riding. And like I said, we're just going to be using water. And in here I have lukewarm water. You'd actually want hot water. And you just let it sit, get it wet for a little bit. And then take a toothbrush and scrape off those areas. And it'll be difficult because you're just using water, but either get a hard, kind of a stiff bristled brush or a toothbrush. I've also read that you can use toothpaste. You just have to make sure to let it sit in hot water for at least 10 minutes after you're done. see it's already kind of coming off here. So even just that little bit of scraping, you can tell that this side looks much better than that side. And that's all with just water and a toothbrush. That's all I have for this part of the equipment. I'm going to next cover the saddles.